Does Aventus Cologne really have a purpose? This came out, I believe, 2018. I got a call from Holt Renfrew. Hey, we got this new fragrance. We want you to be one of the first people to come there and get it. Of course, all I need is that invitation, and I got it. My name was on the list, and I came with the presentation and picked it up. I'm going to go through with you my experiences with it and what I thought right off the bat and how that has changed over time. For those who don't know me, I'm the fragrance lawyer. I'm a lawyer by profession, but a fragrance aficionado by passion. The story of Aventus is long. It has gone on for, around 25 years. I remember in 2010, I was in New York and I picked up one of the first bottles of the original Aventus. I had no idea it was going to turn out to be such an icon. I felt, oh, it's okay, I picked it up, and then all of a sudden, about 2 years later, everybody started talking about this. And then I picked up a 2017 batch, and I think it's probably a 21 batch as well. And then I have a couple of absolutes, but I also have this guy here, Aventus Cologne. So when I first got it, I tried it out, and I was like, it has the Aventus DNA, but there is more of a ginger and sort of mandarin type of taste to it. And what occurred to me is Allure Homme Edition Blanche from Chanel. And then I started seeing reviews on that yeah, maybe there's a twist to this. Clive Christian does all those twists for the exit, but maybe there's a twist to this that has taken the Aventus DNA and brought in some citruses and ginger and things like that to make it lighter along that Chanel line. And I think that's exactly what happened. And when I reached that conclusion, I said, okay, well, look, it's kind of, to me, it was redundant and I'm not going to wear it really much. You can see I've touched, I don't know if you can see this, I've touched it a bit, but it's one over the years that I haven't really gotten into a lot. But this has changed. Maybe there's a couple of reasons. One, it's macerated. I can smell, really it comes out now. I can smell it more. And secondly, listen, Aventus itself does not have all the original notes that it used to have. So if we're, hunting, is this going to replace the 2014 version, the Z01 version of Aventus? Absolutely not. Not even the absolute Aventus can do that. This is a fragrance that stands on its own. And there's a reason why, honestly, Aventus cannot duplicate what it did in the earlier years. One is the ingredients it uses, particularly the natural ones, are scarce. They're never the same when they're farmed, right? They're never going to be fully the same. But secondly is IFRA, which sort of guides the fragrance world and the Western world about notes they can and cannot use, has taken away some notes that were previously used in fragrance. I believe it's linolin, obviously pronouncing it wrong. There's some that they felt were actually potentially harmful to our health. So when they remove those, you have to come up with substitutes, and they're not going to fully duplicate it. So although the Aventus DNA over the years, yeah, it's been the same, some a little more smoky, which I like that type, but not so much anymore, right? But I don't look at Creed as saying, oh, you guys did this purposely, you made it cheaper. That's not what happened here. It's very clear, time has passed, can't get those same notes, and some notes they simply cannot use. So I don't look at Aventus Cologne to replace some versions of Aventus that I really particularly like in the previous years. It's not that. I look at this for a different reason. I'm going to spray it now. I'm going to talk to you about that. Okay, it is exactly what I said. I get the Aventus DNA and I get the Chanel Allure Homme, but the Edition Blanc, kicking in there with the citruses, right? This serves a real purpose, okay? This is for those who want something when everybody else out there with Aventus maybe, or Sauvages, whatever, something a little different with a DNA of Aventus, but something that they could be more refreshing and lighter, right? This will project, but it is a lighter fragrance, and I think it is geared really well for the later spring, summer, and early fall. It is a classy gentleman's fragrance. It's expensive, okay, let's face it, but not as expensive as Aventus, but it is a versatile fragrance. Notes here, top notes of mandarin, ginger, and bays rose. Mid notes, Indian sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver. And base notes, tonka bean, musk, birch, and stearax, right? I don't think there's a lot of birch in this. I wish there was a little bit more, but I don't think there's a heck of a lot in here. But it is something that, look, I'll tell you how the extent I'm using it now. We've been having a very hot summer, but summer evenings I've been spraying this, and I feel really good. I've had comments on it, oh, you smell good. I'll give you an example. A couple of days ago, I was golfing. Our temperature here in Canada was like 33. Now, you know, with the humidity, we were up to 40, and I was golfing. We lasted 11 holes. Forget about 18. I think I would have passed out. Like, it was just absolutely no wind. I put this up in the morning. One of the guys golfing with me, and we were hot guys. They're probably sweating, you know, you doing all that, but you're probably really hot. You know, I was hot. I got a comment near the end. Boy, you smell good. And this is after the sun beating down on me for hours, trying to golf, and I'm not the best golfer here, but you know, trying to be okay. And with the heat, the comment still came back, you smell good, right? And sometimes with these Creed, particularly Aventus lines, you may not smell it on you, but other people are gonna smell it on you, right? So don't overspray because we think it's light. I would say on this one, 4 sprays on this. I think it is a solid release. And it does serve a purpose. I was wrong in the past. It serves a purpose. You want something for the summer, something not so heavy, but something that is going to get you compliments and will last a while, last you during the day, even through intense heat. Try Aventus Cologne. You know, to me, it could be a vacation cologne. We're, you know, we're going to be heading off to Europe again, and I'm going to bring this one with me. This is going to be the bottle that I bring with me, right? So let me know, folks, what you think. I hope I might have, people may disagree with me. You may say that I don't like what Creed's doing. I don't like all these events that's popping out, and I understand that point of view, right? I'm concerned with the absolute, how many they're going to keep putting out there, right? It's supposed to be unique and a one-time edition, and it's come out. Okay, so don't buy it. But it doesn't mean that they're not good fragrances, right? It doesn't mean this is not a good fragrance. It really is, in my opinion. I think there was another Aventus Cologne that has come out. What is it? Aventus Cologne perfume or something. I haven't tried it, right? So I'm not going to comment on that. I haven't got to it yet. Maybe someday I will. These aren't cheap. But this one, to me, I'm glad I bought it. And it's finally taken me 7 years to really appreciate it, but I do now. So let me know, folks, what you think of that whole Aventus line, what you think of Aventus Cologne. I'm interested to hear what you think. Am I right or am I wrong? That it does serve a purpose, okay? So please comment, please like, please follow us on YouTube and our other channels, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. And I'm really interested in you guys letting me know what you think about Creed Aventus Cologne. The Fragrant Lawyer, out.